Hello and welcome back to LFC News. In today's video we have some huge Liverpool transfer news to go over. Real Madrid are circling for one of Liverpool's biggest talents, potentially for a free transfer. We're going to get into that in today's video. We'll talk over all the little details and keep you up to date on what's going on. We're also going to talk about Alexander Isak and the severity of his injury, because since our video earlier today, a bit more information has come out. So I will fill you in with all that in today's video. But first, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. So let's get straight into today's video. We're going to quickly talk about Alexander Isak. We mentioned it in the video earlier today. So we were worried that it was an ACL injury. James Pearce from The Athletic basically came out and said it isn't, but other media outlets and even people who specialise in football injuries were coming out saying it could potentially be an ACL, could be an MCL, could be a meniscus injury, which would all mean Isak would be out for a number of months, potentially the full season. However, the ACL injury has been ruled out. We're going to read into this today, and the damage is looking like it is the lower leg. So what James Pearce said. So ACL injury has been ruled out. So Liverpool themselves have ruled out a season-ending ACL tear, but The Athletic reports that a serious low leg injury is now feared. This contradicts what we saw earlier today that basically said it's probably not a lower leg fracture, it's probably an ACL. So the Athletic contradicting what we were told earlier today. So it's looking like a lower leg injury. However, the mood around Isak's injury is still low amid concerns he could be sidelined for months. So it could potentially still be a season-ending injury. We don't know that yet. Obviously, he's going to go for scans and stuff like that. And more news will follow over the coming days, I imagine. But yeah, this still isn't good news for Isak. Despite it being a boost that it's not an ACL, which as we mentioned in the last video, it could be a reoccurring injury that develops. A lot of athletes struggle with ACL injuries, especially after the surgery and everything. They tend to come back earlier than they should, and it becomes a reoccurring injury and can really slow down a player's career. But we have a striker shortage. With Isak sidelined, Hugo Ekitike remains the only fit senior number 9, while Mo Salah and Gakpo are unavailable. Salah obviously at AFCON until the end of January, but we knew about that anyway, and Cody Gakpo is still nursing a injury. We're still not sure when he will be back, hopefully pretty soon with this knock to Isak. Gakpo, of course, has not been great this season, however, we do need the depth. Fortunately, though, we are approaching January, and the January solution is Antoine Semenyo, who is primarily a winger. However, he can play the number 9 if required. And to be fair, knowing Dominic Szoboszlai, who's played everywhere on the pitch this season, it wouldn't surprise me if he could do a job at number 9. But it could also be a chance for Chiesa to potentially get some more game time. So I guess that there's some blessings in this horrible thing that has happened to Isak. Obviously, we wish him the best in his recovery, and it's obviously not good. We spent a lot of money on Isak, but things happen, I guess, and you got to look at the brighter side. It could mean we bring in a long-term replacement for Mohamed Salah, and it could mean that Federico Chiesa, who deserves game time, could get some game time. So there are immediate concerns that number 9 had suffered an ACL injury. But it's now the club themselves have ruled this out. So this is coming from Liverpool. But as per widespread sources, including the Athletic's David Ornstein, Liverpool harder growing concerns Isak will be out for the long term. So it's good it is not an ACL injury. However, it's still a serious injury. So he's having an MRI scan today. So I imagine we'll hear some news tomorrow. And we will keep you updated on that when we see it. So we could see us actually push for Semenyo then, which I think is the right bit of business to make. It's just unfortunate it's happening under these circumstances. But let me know what you think of that down in the comment section below. it's obviously Isak hasn't been great this season, but you never want to see any player get injured. You know, it could be a Man United player, it could be an Everton player. Nobody wants to see a footballer suffer from a bad injury. It's just an unfortunate part of the game. Obviously, it wasn't a nice challenge from Mickey van der Ven, but I doubt he's really meant to hurt Isak. He's just preventing or trying to intercept the shot. But now we have some huge Liverpool news regarding a potential exit to Real Madrid. Now, Real Madrid have been sniffing about for one of Liverpool's up-and-coming youngsters, Josh Abe, the 15-year-old prodigy. And this isn't just any youth transfer poach. This is huge because Josh Abe is a huge asset for Liverpool. Obviously, only 15. He turned 15 in July. That's how young this guy is. And he's got Real Madrid sniffing about for him. So Real Madrid invited him to the Bernabeu, and here he is pictured with Trent Alexander-Arnold, who also left Liverpool for Real Madrid in the summer on a free. So it says, the 15-year-old sparked exit fears after being hosted by Real Madrid, posing with Vinicius Jr. and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Rival interest includes Chelsea and Arsenal are both monitoring the winger, who is not yet eligible for a professional contract. He will be in 2 years when he turns 17, or a year and a half now. So there is plenty of time for these big clubs to come in and tempt him away. A club like Real Madrid are no doubt going to roll out the red carpet for him. So it just depends if this guy can stay loyal to Liverpool. Abe's presence with Tyler Alexander. Oh, Tyler, yes, his brother, sorry. Hints at a move towards formal representation with the PLG agency. Yeah, so that's obviously not good news right there. But yeah, who is Josh Abe? So if you've not seen this guy is incredible. 15 years old, right winger, so there you have a long-term successor for Mohamed Salah if he reaches the potential he possesses. And he's English as well, so he's got that homegrown value added to him. Yeah, this guy is the future, and it looks like Liverpool could be losing him to Real Madrid, which is not good news. But hopefully that doesn't happen, and we can only... I guess we can just hope because, as I said, Real Madrid, they will roll out the red carpet for anyone. They did it with Trent Alexander-Arnold. They did it with Vinicius Jr. Anyone Real Madrid wants, they roll out the red carpet and they say, look, this is what we can give you. And you just can't argue with it sometimes, They are the most successful team in football history, really. And you just cannot fight that sometimes, and it's an unfortunate truth of the game. However, hopefully Josh Abe loves Liverpool and wants to stay at the club, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let me know what you think of that in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.